Cyrus lives in a crusty sandcastle dictatorship where water is illegal, hope is dead, and fashion is very scavenged linen meets despair. She's a thief, an alchemist, an older sister, and very, very tired. She's from a drought-ravaged wasteland with 2 suns, no night, and 0 competent city planning. She's barely seen rain or snow, but somehow knows advanced chemistry, metallurgy, and horses? Okay, girl boss, pop off, I guess. Water? Rationed like it's liquid gold. But don't worry, we don't really explore what that means. Just know it's bad. Vibes? Dehydrated. She survives by breaking the law, hoarding secrets, and not dying. But the law catches up. She gets caught, sentenced, dragged to her execution like, cool, this is fine. Hope you'll rot. And just when you think she's about to meet the gods, she glitches the actual universe. A crack opens in the world, and through it steps him. Kingfisher, looking like wrath incarnate, dressed in blood, sarcasm, and emotionally repressed trauma. He's got scars, secrets, and the general vibe of a man who has definitely been haunting a cave somewhere for 100 years. And Cyrus? Yanked into a new world before she can even finish cussing. Goodbye, Zilvarin. Hello, trauma dimension. Act 2. Okay, new plan. Try not to die in a glacial war. Welcome to Evelia, where it's always winter, never Christmas, and your chances of dying violently have increased by 7,000%. Cyrus wakes up emotionally face down in a snowy hellscape. But physically, in a palace bed, being nursed back to health by a literal princess. Everything's trying to kill her. The terrain, the vampires, the political climate, also the actual climate. And then there's Kingfisher. Still here, still angry, still soul tethered to her like some kind of magical Bluetooth device powered by angst. He is giving, "This isn't brooding, this is a coping mechanism. My love language is withholding vital information until it's narratively convenient." Cyrus? Just trying not to freeze or explode from the alchemical magic seeping out of her literal bones. Which is cool. Love that for her. She's apparently the most powerful secret in this world. Some kind of forbidden hybrid magic that's been extinct for centuries. The magic system? Soft, convenient, mysterious. The narrative equivalent of, don't worry about it. But does anyone tell her this in a helpful, structured way? No. Instead, she gets vague threats, cryptic riddles, and a makeover. There's a war, a prophecy, possibly a vampire problem, and Cyrus still thinks her biggest issue is surviving until dinner. Girl. Act 3. Tension, treason, tiny fox. Here's the situation. Fae court, full of secrets. Vampires, 100% real and 1000% uninvited. Magical trauma bond. Spicy, with a side of psychological damage. She finds friends, kind of. Carrion Swift shows up, a desert life throwback who rolls into the plot like, remember me? Accidentally summoned. But only if you ignore the fact that he lied his way into a kidnapping just to make a point about contract loopholes. Gamblers and risk takers, am I right? Also, Onyx, the emotional support fox. He is perfect. He is everything. No, he does not die. And yes, we believe firmly in the moral sanctity of fictional animals. But nothing, and I mean nothing, matches the romantic tension between Cyrus and Kingfisher. They don't fall in love. They fall in rage. It's the kind where someone gets stabbed and someone else calls it flirting. Act 4. Did you just betray me with eye contact? The backstories unravel. The masks fall. Cyrus and Kingfisher stop pretending they don't care, which is fine until he does something that hurts more than a sword ever could. There's a kiss, a betrayal, a reveal that made me close my Kindle like it personally insulted me. Also, Danya needs to go outside and touch some snow. Girl is down bad and is throwing tantrums in the background like a villain origin story no one asked for. Act 5. From alchemist to apocalypse. Cyrus woke up trying to steal a gauntlet and ended up casually reinventing a brand of magic warfare that's been extinct since before the gods had facial hair. The battle? Woof. The choices? Bone deep, world-altering, morally blurry. And the end? Let's just say I would like to file a screaming handwritten complaint with the Department of Cliffhangers, the Department of Divine Chaos, and maybe the local priest. Because Cyrus isn't just low-key powerful anymore. No, she's something else. Something that was never supposed to exist. She's not dangerous. She's unprecedented. And I am deeply, deeply obsessed. Final thoughts. You want trauma? Magic? Romance so tense it might detonate if you breathe too hard? Quicksilver said, "Here, cry into this goblet of liquid mercury." If you liked Throne of Glass, but wanted more stabby science, multiverse chaos, and emotionally unavailable fae men who worship at the altar of self-loathing, this one's for you! Cyrus is one bad decision away from rewriting myth, fate, and maybe basic chemistry. Fisher is one ancient vow lighter, and suddenly I have no idea what to expect. I'm not ruined. I've been left here. Emotionally raw, plot twisted, and spiritually marinating in unfinished character arcs. There is a sequel coming. There is a release date. But right now, I am spiritually curled into a ball, staring at my TBR pile like it personally betrayed me. Because the idea of starting a new book feels like cheating. So, if anyone needs me, I'll be emotionally unavailable until book 2. Also, Onyx the Fox should get his own POV chapters. He has no narrative purpose. Yet. Justice for Onyx. Thanks for watching. Please send tissues and alchemical salves.